You know what it is, you know who it is. It's Rich Warrior Lifestyle Podcast, and I am Trig the Rich Warrior. Let's go. Let me get my notes. Today's episode is episode 5, and the episode title is How to Eat Healthier Outside Your Home. Let's go, man. I ain't saying you gotta cook all the time, because I get tired of it for sure. That's why I try to do it in one day for the entire week. And even then, sometimes you might have to cook, still might have to cook something else. You might have didn't buy enough groceries, get enough food. You might have overate a little bit. You might want something different. You might just really want something different. And I am here to share some of my wisdom and how I do it, how I, finagle the game when I'm out there, so definitely, man, how to eat healthier outside of the home. There are definitely places out there. But the first thing on my list is that you need to know what you like. Not to say you always have to eat the same stuff. You want to experiment. And that's how, experiment. But starting off, you need to already know what type of foods you like. Know the types of foods, know what type of environments you like. Know what type of customer service you like, know what type of overall energy you get from these places. And you only gonna know by actually experimenting and going there with a optimistic, open mind, and just let them do their thing, and enjoy the atmospheres of these places that you're going to. I got a lot of my, I can say a lot, but I got a good amount of my favorite spots. We're not gonna say the names right now, but the types for me are Caribbean food, whether it's Trinidadian, whether it is Jamaican, St. Thomas. I like Japanese food, the hibachi. I like Indian food. I like soul food as well. Soul food, African food. Found me a nice African spot. And there's much more that I want to try. I had Thai food once, but I loved it, but I didn't really go back to, try other stuff and, things like that. But definitely, man, know what you like first. Know what you like, but continue to experiment, because you for me, it's fun. But if you're cool with eating the same thing, you don't really have to. But I advise you to try it, because you never know. You never know what you may like, man. For sure. You never know who you may meet at these places and ideas that might happen. Just from being in different places around different people. So definitely know what you like. Second for me is bang for your buck. And what I mean by that is the quality of the food and the service worth the price? Is the quantity worth the price? Because some places I go to is really like 2 meals for me, or a meal and a half, like a meal and a snack. And the pricing is great. I'm looking at the pricing, and I'm like, yo, this worth it to me. Some places I can eat all the food there and it's kind of costly, but I understand the quality, the service, of the food and things like that. So definitely you want to, I definitely consider that, and I would consider that if I were you as well, because, I don't agree with certain things in society as far as the way we are programmed to live. I feel like we out here working to live. What I mean by that is, in order to get the food that you're really supposed to have, the food that's as natural as possible, that's non-toxic, it shouldn't be an extra price for that. I shouldn't have to work extra time at work to have these foods or these or certain type of waters, just food that grows from the ground. I shouldn't have to pay more for that. And some people may say, yo, get your own farm. How easy is that? You know what I'm saying? Who taught us that? So I'm definitely working on some stuff, but because I understand the importance. I eventually want to eat all of my food out of my garden on my land. Seriously. And that'd be probably the time I stop eating meat, because if I had to slaughter a chicken I probably wouldn't even eat it. I know I wouldn't eat it. If I had to kill a chicken, I ain't eating that shit. Trust me. But all right, bang for your buck. Remember that it's worth it. It's worth it. Remember when you go to work every day, or you doing whatever service, anything you doing, man. Remember, yo, to spend your money meaningfully. Meaningfully, for sure. Like food quality that you're getting, the customer service, the quantity. Shouldn't have to spend $50 every day on food, or $30 every day on food, and it's just you, or even with your family and stuff like that. But definitely consider that. And I kind of touched on this, but know your favorite places to go. Know your favorite places to go. You see, I know my favorite places to go. I got a routine even today. And today might be one of those days where I experiment. Because I love food. I'm a slim dude, man. I'm 145. I'm cut up, and I love food. I just don't overeat. Or I know how to eat the same amount of food without it, being a hindrance to me. I eat till I get to the point where, with two things in mind. If I eat a meal that's kind of gonna have me not super full, because that's just against my principles, to be like bloated, super full, tired. That's just not good for me, period. But if I eat more than I expect to eat, then later on, I'm gonna do some things different. And I'm gonna explain that on another topic, but I'm gonna do some things different to stay on and maintain where I'm at health-wise and fitness-wise. But definitely know the places that you want to go. I have my routines and things like that. And the places that you go, you meet other people, you drive out other stuff, so you get to see different stuff. You might I want to check them out. You go Google it and think, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to jump to, I think I got topics on stuff like that. But next on the list is grocery stores. Grocery stores are not off limits, man. Some grocery stores have where you can sit down and you can get you a 3-4 course meal, or just some regular baked chicken, green beans, mashed potatoes, and you know what I mean? That's pretty good, That's pretty good. But also in those stores, you got individual fruit. And go get you an apple, go get you a mango, go get you a banana, you know what I'm saying? You can go get you a fruit bowl, cut up fruit, get a little salad bowl, get you a sub, you know what I'm saying? Go get you a healthy snack, some trail mix or something, some cashews, you know what I mean? Get you a little beverage or something, like a little, which ones would I vouch for? I don't see Honest Tea no more, but that was my junk. That was my, Honest Tea was one of my drinks. Cause I really only drink water and like smoothies and juices, but outside of that would be like an Honest Tea. It was just sweet enough. Flavor was prevalent, you know what I'm saying? It was prevalent, you feel me? So yeah, man, definitely like grocery stores are not off limits, man. Some grocery stores got what you need, man. And after that, you can go grocery shopping, man. You know what I mean? I love a 2-for-1, baby. I love a dual benefit. Get your eat on, you know what I'm saying? Do some people watching, go grocery shopping. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So definitely. So next on the list would be find the best quality restaurants for your preference. If you love soul food, go research. And that should have been the first thing. Know what you like, in that section should be research. But definitely research these places, like what are they cooking, what type of meals do they have, what's the quality of the meal. You can read a lot of that stuff in like the about page or their mission page on their websites and stuff like that. Some people tell you like, we get our foods from here, or we cook our food like this, and this is a tradition. You know what I mean? You want to know stuff like that, so you get in that because I believe it's important, the actual energy that people are putting into the food while they're making it as well, though. That the energy they have and the energy they're putting towards the food. Like, when I cook, that's why cooking at home became a hack for me, because I make it as if I'm a chef in a restaurant. I'm not a chef, but I try to make it as perfect as possible. And I notice anytime I rush it, it don't be the same, because it's about that presentation too, though. It's about cooking at the perfect temperature, having that perfect texture, flavor, and color and things like that. So that's definitely important. So find the best quality restaurants for your preference. If you like Indian food, find the best one. Look at the ratings, read the reviews. I do stuff like this. So then later, I don't got to think about it, because now I know this one of my spots. I put it in my rotation. I know. And you want to know these things, because it can be, a problem later that I'll explain. The next on the list is, if you're going to eat low quality food, meaning like stuff that when you eat it, you don't feel as good, or you know about the ingredients, what type of food it is and things like that. If you're gonna eat what I would call low quality foods that could be genetically modified, that could have too many preservatives and synthetic colors or artificial sweeteners and things like that. If you are gonna eat that stuff, do not get the bigger meal. Get the smallest meal. Some places I go to, and it's rare for me, but certain places I go to, I would get 2 chicken tenders, some fries, and some bread might come with it. You know what I mean? Just keep that in mind. Do not try to get the bigger meal, and definitely don't get I definitely don't get no drinks. Like I said, I drink the same stuff: water, fruit juices, and maybe some tea, but I haven't had it in a while because I don't see the honest tea no more. I got to check that out, man. I got to see what's up with that. But definitely don't get the bigger meal. Number 7 is very important as well. It's number 7 on the list. Do not stress. Go with your gut feeling. And the reason why I say this is, if you're stressing, to me, it feels just as bad, if not worse, than eating something that you knew you shouldn't have ate. And I'm not saying just go again, just eat something bad, but I'm saying if you really stressed over it, because now you're taking it serious, you know what I mean? And the people that take it serious, like their health and stuff, and they going through this transition and in their continuation of improving their health and fitness, it can be stressful, but don't stress yourself. Go with your gut feeling. Go with what you know is best for you, and just go with your gut feeling. Go with your gut feeling. If you do, like I said, get that lower quality food, get their smallest amount. Don't get the bigger meal. You know what I'm saying? Don't get the big one. The small one, not the big one. You feel me? And all right, number 8, and this is very important as well, and it goes in connection with the prior to 6 and 7. This is ways to make up for bad food choices. Some of the things I do to make up for bad food choices is I would drain my body by drinking extra water, drink more smoothies and juices throughout for the rest of that day, fast, having nothing, exercise longer and with more intensity, add another 10 minutes on that thing, you know what I'm saying? Go for more failure when you exercise it. Every rep you getting it in. I'm telling you, if you give every rep 100% on the easiest workouts, it's still gonna be tough. So, you know what I mean? Put more intensity, sweat more, even walking. Just walk a little longer. Walk, you know what I'm saying? Get in that sun, go outside, breathe some fresh air. And the main thing of it all, so that I believe this is your guidance system, your emotions, and I believe in the law of attraction. So this is why I say this: stay positive and have faith. Because when you stay positive, you don't need to know really the how. You just need to know why. Why are you staying positive? Because you deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to have positive faith, to expect positive things to happen, and watch. Just relax. It will happen. You'll be directed to do this, to do that, and it'll be things that'll lead you to what's best for you. So stay positive after you done made a bad food choice, or you didn't finish the workout, or you didn't work out. Stay positive. What can you do now? What's the next best thing you can do that's gonna make you feel good? And keep your health in mind, and it will direct you. It will really direct you, man. And these are, just some wisdom from the rich warrior himself, man. I hope y'all love this episode. This is the 5th episode. And, everything that I say is rooted in love, especially self-love. I'm going to give you guys the game. I'm going to give you all of the hacks, all of the game that I have, man. You can get it here, every time for free. You dig? It's Rich Warrior Lifestyle. Let's go.